This is a recording made at GRE Krupa, and I am Professor M. Krupa Shankar here with you. We are now picking up from where we left off in the earlier track. The first word here is macerate. Macerate means to cause to become soft by being left in water. And grapes can be macerated in rum, and fruits can be macerated in liquor. And macerate also means to waste away. That means a kind of slowly atrophying. Machiavellian. Machiavellian means having the skill in using evil means to gain one's political aims, especially by dishonest, crafty and cunning means. Machiavelli was the name of a political philosopher, an Italian political philosopher, who wrote a book by the name Prince, advocating how a king should manage to keep power with himself. So Machiavellian means cunning, crafty. Next word is machinations. Machinations means schemes, especially for harming others. Stratagem, plot, P-L-O-T. Ruse, R-U-S-E, or a ploy, P-L-O-Y. A trick to deceive somebody. Those are called machinations. Maculated. Maculated means something that is spotted, dotted and diseased. A madrigal. A madrigal is a song of joy. Christmas madrigals and Christmas carols. And then maelstrom. A maelstrom is a whirlpool. A huge whirlpool is called a maelstrom. A smaller one is called an eddy. E-D-D-Y. A small whirlpool is an eddy. You are more likely to see an eddy in a bathroom sink. Magisterial means like a master or having authority. So the antonym for magisterial should be slavish or obsequious. He spoke with magisterial authority. That means he spoke like a master in a commanding, authoritative tone. Magnanimity means generosity. A magnate is a big businessman, a man of wealth. A tycoon, T-Y-C-O-O-N. A movie baron or a movie mogul, or we sometimes say the movies are C-Z-A-R or T-S-A-R. Both pronunciations are accepted. So a magnate is a powerful person. Magniloquent means very boastful and pompous. Magnitude means the size. Maim, to mutilate or to injure, cut off a limb. Maladroit means unskilled. A malady is a source of suffering, a disease, something which causes illness, a bane, B-A-N-E. Malaise. Malaise is the same as that. Specifically, it means a feeling of illness. Characterized by malaise means characterized by illness. Malapropism is an inappropriate usage of words. Malcontent means a person who is dissatisfied, or the state of dissatisfaction can also be called malcontent. Malediction is a curse. Benediction is a blessing or a benison. B-E-N-I-S-O-N. Benison means blessing. Malfactor is a criminal. Malevolent means wishing evil. Malfeasance means wrongdoing, an act which can be considered a tort, T-O-R-T. Tort is a criminal act. Tort is any kind of a crime. Then malicious. Malicious means full of hatred or spite. To malign somebody is to speak ill of or defame. Malignant means full of hate and harmful. Malignant tumors are cancerous. The antonym for malignant can be benign, B-E-N-I-G-N, which means gentle or harmless. Malingerer. A malingerer is a person who avoids work by pretending to be ill. To malinger, therefore, is a verb which means to shirk, S-H-I-R-K. To shirk means to avoid work under the pretense of illness. So a malingerer is likely to shirk. That can be an analogy. Malleable means something that is capable of being shaped by pounding or stretching into sheets. Ductile means something that can be stretched into strings. Malodorous means something that is noisome, Noisome, having a foul smell. Something that is fetid, putrid, and malodorous, stinking or reeking. So the antonym for malodorous should be redolent, Redolent, which means fragrant. Mammal is one who gives birth to a young one. Mammoth means something that is huge, gigantic, enormous. Mammoths were also the precursors, rather, or one way the ancestor of the modern day elephant. Manacle means a pair of iron rings, chains, which are joined by a chain to fasten the hands and feet of a prisoner. Mandate means a command. Mandatory means compulsory. Mangy dogs. Mangy means suffering from some kind of an eczema or itching, and mangy therefore means diseased. Manifest means to show, and something that is obvious, clear, plain to understand. A manifest lie. A manifestation means the incarnation in flesh and blood of God. Manifesto is a declaration or a statement of policy, especially of a political party. Manifold means many. Manipulate means to work or handle skillfully on something. But the word manipulative has a negative connotation. That means using ploys and plots and machinations to control others. Mannered means artificially cultivated habits. So the antonym for mannered should be natural, Natural. Because we say well mannered or ill mannered. What is well mannered in one society may be considered ill mannered in another. Therefore, mannered means artificially acquired etiquette. So the antonym for mannered should be natural. Manumitting means release from bondage or slavery. Manu means man or father, master or father. Mit is a root word which means allow. So manumit means to allow or release from the control of the father or the master. Specifically, it means release from slavery. So the antonym for manumit should be enslave, Enslave. Marital, pertaining to marriage. Connubial, pertaining to marriage. Conjugal, pertaining to marriage. Maritime, maritime means pertaining to or concerning ships and the sea. Martinet is a strict disciplinarian. A martyr is somebody who dies for a cause. Masochist is one who inflicts pain on himself. Sadist is one who inflicts pain on others. Masticate means to chew, ruminate, Ruminate. Materialism is running after money, and the antonym for materialism is spiritualism. Maternal, pertaining to the mother's side. A matriarch is matriarchy is a social system in which the woman is the head of the family, and the family wealth passes from mother to daughter. Matriarch is the eldest lady, the oldest woman who is running the family. Elephants have a matriarchal system, whereas lions have a patriarchal system. Matriculate means a person who has been to college, who has completed his graduation. Matrix is a grid of numbers. Matrix also means the source or the womb of something, the source of origin. Maudlin means sentimental. Mushy, Mushy. Mushy, maudlin, mawkish, Mawkish, means overly sentimental. Mausoleum is a grand tomb. The Taj Mahal is a mausoleum. Mauve is a purple color, light purple color. Maverick means unconventional, nonconformist. Mawkish is a synonym for maudlin, which means sentimental. A maxim is a pithy saying, a compact saying. Mayhem. Mayhem would mean killing or butchering, and a lot of murder and pogrom, Pogrom, Carnage, butchery. Pogrom is officially sanctioned. Carnage. Genocide, killing a large number of people. Murder and mayhem are used used conjointly. The next word is meager, which means very small amount, a meager amount. Mealy mouthed means very insincere, dishonest. Meander means to go this way and that. Antonym for meander should be focus or home in. HOMEIN. To home in on something means to sharply focus on it. Meddlesome people always tinker and tamper and unnecessarily adjust things wrongly. Mediate means to serve as a go between, an intermediary. Mediocre performance means average. Meditation, to think over, ponder. Medium is a vehicle or a means of transmission. Medley is a mixture, a medley of events. Meek, people are very docile and humble. Megalomania, thinking that one is God, thinking that one is all powerful or has been specially appointed by God to do some particular task, or thinking that one is a great powerful person. Melancholy is being very gloomy, sorrowful, rundown condition. Melee is a free for all, that means a fight where everyone hits everyone else. A disorderly crowd can also be called disorderly crowds normally indulge in a melee. Mellifluous means musical. A memento is a souvenir or something that is kept in memory of somebody. A souvenir or a keepsake. KEEPSAKE. To memorialize means to do something so that a person's memory is kept. Menagerie. A menagerie is a cage or a series of cages to display wild animals. Mendacious means untruthful. The antonym is veracious. Veracity means truthful. A mendicant is wandering sage, or sometimes a mendicant may be described as a wandering beggar. Menial means like a servant. Menial tasks are fit for servants. Mentor means a guru or a person who guides. Mercantile pertains to trade and business. Mercenary means greedy, or mercenary also means soldiers who fight for money. Their loyalty is to money and not to any country. Mercurial means very fickle, constantly changing. Meretricious means very gaudy, the meretricious makeup of a prostitute. Gaudy, garish, tawdry, TAWDRY, flashy. In bad taste, so the antonym for meretricious should be tasteful, TASTEFUL, or refined, dignified. Merger means coming together. Two companies, when they get into a merger, that means they amalgamate. Mesmerize means to hypnotize. Metallurgical pertains to processing of metals. Metamorphosis means transform into something else, change. Metaphor. Metaphor is a part of speech, a word that stands for something. A white page is a metaphor for life. Tendulkar is a tiger when in full form. That means the word tiger is a metaphor. Metaphysical means pertaining to probing about the origin of soul and meaning of life. Metaphysics. Meta means beyond, beyond physics. Meet means to give, meting out justice. Meet means to give. Dole, DOLE. Dole also means something given free. So the antonym for dole can be wage. Meet means to give, so the antonym is receive. Meteoric rise means sudden rise, like a meteor. Methodical means very systematic. Don't confuse this word with something slow. Methodical is systematic, but may be rapid as well. Meticulous means very thorough, very careful and thorough. Very, what you call, without leaving any details, very detail oriented. Metropole is a major city. Metal means gumption, initiative, guts. Miasmal means poisonous, death-like, unwholesome. So the antonym for miasmic can be salubrious. Salubrious weather is wholesome weather. Microcosm is a representation in minor form. Migrant means a wanderer or a person who is an itinerant, who travels. Migratory, moving from one place to another. Milieu means the surrounding, the ambience. Militant. Militant means one who opposes. To militate means to oppose. Millennium, 1,000 years. Mimicry, imitating the sound. Minatory means threatening. Minatory glances are threatening looks. Mincing means finely chopping. Fine chopping is called mincing. But mincing also means speak in a very ambiguous manner. Minion means a person who is the servant or a follower of a big man, a sycophant. And the next word is minuscule, means a small amount. Minute is very small. Minutiae, small details, minor details. Mirage means an illusion. Mire means a bog or a swamp or a marsh, M-A-R-S-H. Mirth means laughter. Misadventure means an act by which one lands in trouble. A daring act which lands you in trouble. Misanthrope is one who hates mankind. Misapprehension, misunderstanding. Miscellany means all and sundry, S-U-N-D-R-Y. Sundry means miscellaneous, something assorted. So the antonym for miscellany can be specific or particular. Identical. Identical can be an antonym for sundry and miscellaneous. Mischance means bad luck. Misconstrue means misjudge or misunderstand, fail to understand properly. A miscreant is a rowdy or a rogue. Misdemeanor is a minor offense. A minor offense is a misdemeanor. Miserly, people are very excessively frugal. Misgivings are doubts, D-O-U-B-T-S, doubts, or a feeling of fear and doubt. Mishap is an accident. A misnomer is a wrong name. Misogamist is one who hates women. Missile is a projectile. Missive is a letter. An official letter can be called a missive. Mite means the amount contributed. Contribute your mite for the progress of the nation. It might be a small amount, but that is the maximum that you can give. That's called the mite. Dust mites are different. They're small insects. Mitigate means to lessen the pain. Mnemonic is a memory device. My very educated mother just showed us 9 planets. Now this is an extended mnemonic. M standing for Mercury. Mercury, Venus, Earth. My very educated mother, Mars. Just Jupiter. Showed us, S for Saturn, U for Uranus, 9 planets, and for Neptune and P for Pluto. So this is a mnemonic device, a memory device. Mobile means something that is moving. To mock means to ridicule. To mock also means to fake or imitate. Mode means the manner. A modicum is a small amount, a modicum of evidence. Modish means something that is fashionable, current, vogue. Antonym for modish can be passe, P-A-S-S-E, which means outdated. To modulate means to inflect or change frequency. Modulation, voice modulation. Mogul means a big businessman or a very wealthy person. A molecule, small amount. Mollify means to pacify. Mollycoddle means to pamper. Show excess affection and try to pamper and mollify. Molting, birds molt, that means they get rid of feathers. Just as snakes also slough, S-L-O-U-G-H, which means to get rid of the skin. Molten, something that is hot, a metal that is hot and in a liquid state. Momentous events are very significant, important. Momentum means the speed and movement. Monarchy is a system of government where a king rules. Monastic life means like a mendicant, living as a recluse. Monetary means pertaining to money. Monochromatic means of a single color. Monolithic means single rock. Lith is rock. Lithography, that means pertaining to printing actually. Lith means a stone. Monotheism, belief in one God. Monotony means something that is boring or in the same tone. Monumental means massive. A monumental blunder is a very big blunder. Moody, that means fickle and upset and constantly changing. Moratorium is an important word, which means a ban on something. An embargo, EMBARGO, an embargo or a ban is a moratorium, especially on arms shipments or tax holidays, which sometimes the banks might give. So that's called a moratorium. Morbid means diseased, pathological. PATHOLOGICAL, pathological, morbid, diseased. Mordant means caustic, critical, something that is corrosive and cutting. Mordant criticism. Mores, cultural mores means traditional activities or traditions. Moribund. Pakistan is a moribund state, which means a dead state or something on the verge of decaying and dying. Morose means very gloomy. A mortician is an undertaker who prepares the coffin and undertakes those rituals at during the time of death, at death. Mortify means to inflict pain on oneself or extreme penance and austerity in order to gain self-control. That is self-mortification. Buddha subjected himself to self-mortification. Mortification also, or mortify, also has one more meaning. The second meaning is to humiliate or insult greatly, snub. Mosaic means something that is kaleidoscopic, has different designs and different patterns. Mote, it's a small amount, a speck, a mote of dust. A motif means the theme, the motif of the movie, the motif of the poem. Motility or motility means moving. Motile means moving. Motley means variegated or multi-hued or multi-dimensional, multicolored, irregular, motley group of protesters of different sizes, shapes. Mottled means dotted, having spots. A mountebank is a cheat, a swindler, an embezzler who steals money and misappropriates money. Muddle means to confuse. Muggy weather is hot and humid. To mulct means to cheat. Multifarious, having different activities, different dimensions. Multiform, having different shapes. Multilingual, a polyglot is multilingual. POLYGLOT. Polyglot is a person who can speak many languages. Multiplicity, having different forms, shapes, activity. Mundane means something that is routine, everyday activity. Mundane also means boring. Munificent means generous. Mural means a wall painting. Mural means a wall painting. Mure means wall. Immurement means imprisonment. Intramural activities in a college, that means activities within the four walls. Extramural, outside the four walls. Murky means something that is unclear and muddy, cloudy, dirty. Muse is a goddess that confers inspiration, gives knowledge. Muse also means imagination and inspiration. Musky, having musky flavor, musky smell. Musk is actually a fragrant kind of a resin, or in fact it is actually a hormone or a thing that is produced in the gland of the musk deer. The muskrat is also there. Musty means old and rusted. Muster means to gather. Mutability, changeability. Muted means deadened, muted voices. That means something that has been smothered. Mutilate means to Damage, cut off a limb. Mutinous means rebellious. Myopic means short sighted. Myriad, a large number. Nadir means the lowest point. The antonym is zenith, Zenith. Naivete means uh, believing others easily, or being straightforward, or lacking in tact, guileless, artless, lacking diplomacy. A narcissist is a person who is in love with oneself, self love, narcissism. A narrative is a lengthy speech or a lengthy talk on something. A detailed explanation is a narrative. A narrative in prose is called a saga, S-A-G-A. A narrative in poetry is called an epic, E-P-I-C. Nascent means just born. Nautical, pertaining to sea. That's it, my dear friends. This track ends here. My telephone number is 27665084. I've made recordings of the issues, 125 issues and 125 arguments and analogies and a whole lot of other things which make your preparation for the GRE much more comfortable.